The McElroy brothers are not experts, and their advice should never be followed. Travis insists he's a sexpert, but if there's a degree on his wall, I haven't seen it. Also, this show isn't for kids, which I mention only so the babies out there will know how cool they are for listening. What's up, you cool baby?
1, 2, 3, 4. It's the start of something beautiful. A small acquaintance has blossomed, it's ripened into a precious friendship. I could have never seen what was coming for me. Hangs at the skate park, hangs by the beach. My life, it feels like
everybody, welcome my brother, me, an advice show for the modern era. I'm the oldest brother around these parts, Justin McElroy.
What up, Trav Nation? It's me, your middleest brother, Travis from McElroy.
What's up? It's Griffin. Great fucking news, guys. Guess what, dudes?
What?
I got great news. Things are about to turn around. Things are going to turn around for three of us in a big major way.
Oh, I've been waiting for him to turn around.
I got my letter yesterday in the mail. I got picked for the next Squid Game.
Oh, Griffin!
I'm gonna do the next Squid Game.
I will say, I only know a little bit about the franchise. I didn't know that they communicated via the U.S. Postal Service.
Yeah, I was surprised too. I think that's how they do it in the sort of North American branch.
Oh, okay.
Because no one's really checking that shit anyway.
Oh. I just don't like when they adapt it. You know what I mean? The American Squid Game is going to be so weird comparatively.
Yeah, for sure. The games I will be a little bit more familiar with, probably. These deadly backyard games.
Right.
Like Deadly Cornhole and stuff like that.
Deadly Cornhole, I have heard they did that last Squid Game, so I doubt they're going to bring it back for another one. But it was like Cornhole, but the Cornhole board had a big landmine in it.
Oh, man.
And so if you hit it blew up the other team and they died.
Maybe regular lawn darts.
It's just called fast lawn darts. That was, again, that was last season they got you with that. So probably no repeats there.
I'm going to be working this season, Griffin, as a den mom.
Oh.
On Squid Game?
In the Squid Game this
For
year.
like,
I'm going to be, they'll probably put me in a different region, but.
What's that mean? What do you do?
So basically, I'm the guy who, after the Squid Game, if you die, I get your stuff and I put it in a trash bag and toss it down a trash chute. And if you don't die, I give you a juice box and a banana flavored Little Debbie.
Oh, cool.
A banana flavored Little Debbie?
The banana cake Little Debbie is the only ones we got in stock.
Yeah.
They're so good. Yeah. It's like a moon pie, but worse.
Well, I'll see if I can work on that, Justin. I got hired to do craft services.
That's cool.
For the competition.
Sorry, I need to be very clear that I'm not
for the competition. Yeah.
Okay, good. I guess they do feed them. You do got to feed them, I guess.
Yeah. Can I tell you? I'm freaking out though because I kind of committed to catering for like 600 people. Yeah. I told them I could do it, and they said you have like a company and stuff, and I said, yeah, I don't.
See, that's funny you said that because my letter said bring your food from home. They said bring a bag lunch, and I said won't I be there for 6 days? And they were like, yeah, but
maybe
you're not going to be around for 6. Let's be honest, man. You're not going to be able to hang.
Well, that's
just
why
the one bag lunch will get you there.
They do the first game, first thing on the first day, and then you end up with twice as many lunches as there are
that's
people.
Exactly right.
And then you just keep halving it.
Then it filters down. You're right, Trav. Yeah.
Griffin, you just have to hope that there will be an understanding amongst all the participants that you will be killed later at some point, and it is not an urgent thing that you need to be killed immediately.
Keep me around as a special little snack. You know what I mean?
Like something, yeah.
It's always nice to know when you're in a Squid Game scenario, and God knows the three of us have been there too many times. It's nice
I've never been in a Squid Game.
Oh, really?
This is my first Squid Game. Yeah. Have you done a Squid Game?
Oh, a couple, yeah.
Shit, man. Wait,
yeah, man.
How come you don't have like $1 billion?
I gave it away.
That's in Juan.
Yeah.
Okay.
I gave it to Juan.
Yeah.
My friend Juan. He has it.
And it's in Juan's pocket.
It's in Juan's pocket.
Travis gave it all to Juan.
It was all in crypto.
Yeah.
which was the mistake I made.
You just gave your friend Juan a flash drive.
Yeah, but it's important that you pick somebody where you're like, I don't like them. Nobody does. And so when we get to the inevitable scenario where they're like, you have to kill somebody to move on to the next one, we've kept him around for that.
I don't want to do that. If the games are like, you got to kill someone, I'll be like, pass. Because they let you pass one game.
Oh.
If there's a game they say, like, today.
Man, I wish I'd known that, man.
Today we're playing Foursquare, but instead of the ball, we're going to use a gun. And you bounce the gun on the ground, and then you have to use it and hurt someone. I would say pass.
Can I tell you the worst part about being on a Squid Game, Griffin? And you have this to dread: the waivers. Oh my God, you guys signed so many waivers.
Yeah, wafers, those little cookies.
No, that's great. No. That's why they brought me in to do craft services, because I know the recipe for the wafers.
You know what, guys? Kidding aside, those little wafers, the where you gotta etch those out with a needle.
Yeah.
They're the same. They're seafoam candy. Basically.
Yeah.
Wait, do I have to make those?
Well, they're one of my favorite candies, and my problem is I'm such a little stinker.
Oh, for sure.
That I'd get in there and start trying to get out my umbrella or my diamond or whatever, and I'd think, you know, like I'd get hungry. I'd start with the scraps.
Yeah.
I'd break off parts and be like,
In the Squid Game they did for Netflix.
Yeah,
where they filmed one of them.
Yeah,
that was
you
great.
Put it on Netflix.
A bold choice.
No problems. They got exactly the right lesson from putting that on their network.
The guy, absolutely. Mr. Beast at least had a great takeaway from that series. The guy who solved it, the hero, licks the back of it to weaken the structure of it so he can carve it out. But I'm thinking, yeah, right, Buster. You wanted to lick some of that foam. I can tell.
So sorry, when you said the Squid Games they filmed for Netflix,
yes,
you meant
of the mini Squid Game they do.
Yeah,
the Squid Game, not the Squid Games.
They recorded one of them a few years back, and they put it up on Netflix. Called it Squid Games.
Sorry, have you guys been saying Squid Games? Because I thought you were saying like Disney's kid games, where you went and you competed. Yeah, I was doing like Wild and Crazy Kids.
Squid Games that they filmed was the one that they did with actual people for real stakes. That's what I thought you meant, because they actually did the Squid Games.
I'm
with
so
real
sorry.
people.
Yes, they did a weird knockoff where I guess where the real world guys were like, and now we're doing Squid Game, and it's like they're already doing Squid Game, dude. You don't need to also do Squid Game. They just recorded a Squid Game.
Yeah. Do you like your chances?
No. Absolutely not. Law of large numbers. There's like 500 of these fucking guys that I'm going up against. I do not like my chances. The only game I was ever good at the schoolyard was Foursquare. I don't mean to brag,
Pokemon.
But that doesn't really count.
You don't
the
think
only
that'll
thing
come
I
up?
ever did was cookie crunching, and that's hard for me because I feel like my one skill is not going to be that good because I'll see that wafer and I'll think,
yeah, for sure,
delicious. I don't think let's talk. I don't want to.
You don't want to. I don't want to do Squid Game.
I'm second guessing the shirt. That's what
the shirt.
It's a great shirt.
I don't know, man. I feel like I look like Beetlejuice got a wish and became a real boy. I don't know.
No,
you look like Beetlejuice coming out of the jungle mists.
I don't think I didn't
like
get
Beetlejuice on Safari.
I didn't get Beetlejuice at all. I got like a cool character that everybody likes on White Lotus.
It felt like I was pushing myself too far. You
no,
know
man.
What I mean? Like,
no, Goggins would wear that. I don't know the show, but Goggins would wear that.
But you know the feeling. I don't want to talk about the shirt specifically. I want to talk about the feeling of when you put on a garment where you know you're pushing it a little bit.
I've never felt
you know that
Justin.
you are lying about who you are, and you're hoping everyone else just kind of goes with it. It doesn't point out that.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
No,
Big Shot
I don't know
McElroy.
what I feel like.
I think it's okay to step into that. We all wear masks.
Oh, Jim Carrey said that.
I have a Japanese style. Like jacket that was advertised to me on Facebook. It's like a tasteful, elegant jacket that ties at the front.
Okay,
with a tasteful tie. And
are you just bragging or
no? It's been hanging in my closet
sort of
several months.
like a yukata for
boys. Perhaps every time that I take it down, I think perhaps this is the elegant occasion where I'm going to wear this garment.
I must protest.
I
must stand on business right now, Justin, and tell you I don't think so.
I disagree.
I know. Listen, Griffin, we are in, as you could tell from my lack of ever wearing it, 100%
Full agreement. Yeah.
Full agreement. Yeah.
Well, Justin, I
can't do
disagree with Griffin here. It's the first time it's ever happened. But I'm going to say, when you put on a garment, you must ask yourself, who is wearing who?
Wow,
and I think that if you put that elegant jacket on and you second guess yourself, that jacket's wearing you, my man. And that's not the case. You got to put that jacket on and make that jacket your own and know that.
And the other jackets are like, damn, that you're looking good. Other jacket, what is that? And they're like, it's a Justin. He's so.
I'm saying though that by wearing of this frock I know that I would have to believe it to pull it off.
Yes.
And that belief would represent such an incredible act of hubris on my part.
Oh, that's what they don't tell you about the Emperor's New Clothes, is that there's a version of that where everybody's like, listen, I know he's not wearing any clothes, but that man's confident as hell. Look at that
bold,
dude.
hanging brain out in the public yard.
And we're supposed to mock him in that story, but here's a dude who looks at himself naked and says, I look so good that even though, listen, I'm in on it too. I know I'm naked, but damn, look at this.
There's an alternate ending of that story where the kingdom becomes a naked kingdom.
Yes.
Everyone's like, damn, he's so brave and bold. What are we doing with these things? Why are we ashamed of these forms that God gave us? Is a religious story in my version of it.
Now,
and then...
sorry, go ahead.
And then everyone would be naked. Go ahead. I'm done now.
Beautiful. Give me 30 seconds.
Oh.
Last chance to get your bets in on whether you think I pull it off. I'll come back in.
Are you going to change?
Two.
Oh, you're putting on.
I know exactly where it is.
The
Give me
jacket?
30 seconds. Yeah. I'm going to put it on, and then we'll get an official vote.
Okay.
All right.
Griffin and I will talk about it.
Okay.
No matter what, we should give it a 10 out of 10.
Well, it's going to depend entirely on the length for me.
Oh, really? What length works for you?
If it's a jacket with a cinch, there's interpretations of that I think work for Justin. If it is knee length, all of a sudden, I don't think
if it's a mid thigh, I think I would enjoy it.
Mid thigh is even approaching the danger zone for me, if I'm being honest.
Well, there's a shortness too that wouldn't work.
Well, yeah, man. Well, I don't know, because I kind of like a fucking like cyberpunk crop top jacket. I think Justin could pull one of those off really fucking good.
Well, but then why would it have a cinch? Why would it have a tie if it's
you don't need a
crop
cinch
top?
for a crop top? Yeah, no, I mean that
defeating
would be
the
like
purpose. One might argue.
Just go around your armpits. I don't know where the cinch would even go at that point.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
All right, let's see it. Maximize your window for the full effect.
Yeah. Good call. Oh, I like the
Let me
color.
What material is this?
Huh.
What material is this that we're talking about?
I have, I don't know. Let's see some of the details.
That's the washing instructions.
It's 100% technical polyester.
Oh,
Okay.
technical polyester. So you could do like work in it.
So I roll up to the function.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bind
This
it?
is-
Cinch it?
This is
This is not what I was expecting. I was expecting more of a yukata. This is just like a...
I'm
this is
saying
just
if
a
you
jacket
had a
with strings on it.
clean, crisp white shirt,
Yeah.
maybe an
if
ascot.
I had, like me, Justin Tyler McElroy, like
Yeah.
I'm the person who's doing
Yes.
this. Okay.
I tell you, man, I'll tell you what it's giving me. And you can take this how you want it and sort of measure yourself against it if that is how you choose. This is giving me Ethan Hunt on the lam in Jakarta or something, like fucking running along rooftops. Like it's giving me kind of action jacket.
So if you're saying if I make a hole with a gun perpendicular to me, who I am on the planet, the absolute opposite.
Yeah,
100%
through the mantle.
I think
through
the mantle
great.
core of the earth pops out the 100% opposite, furthest I could be from how I should be dressed.
Is
like the biggest possible miss is what you're saying.
Here's what I'll say. The fit is great.
The fit
fits
is
you great.
Right.
And I think if you rolled up to like a backyard barbecue.
The tummy bolo I could honestly do without.
Is it real? I don't, does it,
but I'm saying the t-shirt
like
underneath makes it look like not right. But if you had
the t-shirt underneath is because the Beetlejuice shirt would look
a white dress, cool sunglasses. You were out at a summer barbecue.
What are those?
Or a patio party.
I was taking off my sunglasses.
Those are so
I think
small,
it works.
man. Your fingers were so little. Why?
If you had some
me.
Morpheus,
It's
some
a
cool
different me that's pulling
Morpheus
this
glasses.
Oh
The
yeah,
little
dude!
rectangle ones.
Some Morpheus half moon glasses. This should be a new segment on the show. Fit check. Some Morpheus half moon sunglasses with that untied, very short yukata. I think is a strong fucking look. Those are not going to be half moon.
Do you think these gunners with it? Is this
No, I don't think it. The gamer glasses actually fully ruins
broke it.
Fully ruins it, man.
Okay, fair enough. All right. Well, thank you guys for indulging me. I
Yeah,
appreciate
sure, of
that.
course.
I think you could pull it off.
Well, we just demonstrated the opposite, so your hypothetical.
Is that what you took away from that?
The problem
I
is
think
the shorts.
you-
The problem
when
is the
you-
shorts.
shorts
if I had
were-
elegant
yeah.
slacks with
If I
it,
saw the cargo pockets peeking up over that jacket.
That's the problem.
It spoils
I'm
it.
just saying, when you rolled up in that jacket, it was not a no for me. That there was potential there. I think you could do it. There will come a day. Don't get rid of it. Is what I'm saying. There will come a day where you
get
wake
rid
up.
of it. Yeah, it would get, what I do with my clothes is I donate them to Harmony House. And I feel like that jacket would land even worse there than it is in my home, honestly. If it's even less appropriate,
There would be
I don't
some
know.
confusion. Yeah.
There would be some mild. Yeah, there's a yeah. Here's our first question. I work at the zoo as a lion scientist. This comes
Lion
with
test.
unlimited.
Lion
Fucking
test,
hell,
please.
man. Cool. You learn about so many cool fucking jobs through this show, don't you guys?
I'm glad that it does sound like a lion who's a scientist. That would be a scientist lion, I guess.
It does sound like a lion who's a scientist, but I love that there's
You
enough.
don't. Can I say so far you don't know if that's true? Because if a lion was a scientist, they would be able to write an email to a podcast.
I guess that's true. I assumed they would be doing lion-based science, which I think shows a lot of ignorance on my end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they work at the zoo because it's a fucking lion, man. You
Yeah.
can't be running around in public.
Oh,
okay?
maybe they work at the zoo like a writer might write at a coffee shop, right? Where it's just
listen.
like, I don't work at the coffee shop. I do my work at the coffee shop.
No. They're being polite. They live in a zoo. It's a lion. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like they're being tasteful about it.
Would a lion doing lion experiments have like hypotheses like what happened? I eat
Hypotheses.
Thank
Yeah.
you. What happened? I eat two pig tummy hurt. Like
Yeah.
I drink yucky water, tummy hurt. Like a lot of just sort of like figuring out if tummy hurt when.
Where
I
does-
think that you
where
gotta
does
start
Gazelle go
somewhere.
after eat?
Yeah.
Where does gazelle go after eat? My hypothesis: sharks.
What is red water in Gazelle?
Why delicious?
Sure.
Why delicious?
The question I, the lion scientist, have to ask is how come the circle of life features so much poop, has so much defecate? Circle of life is more of a sine wave of life where it's like, oh, a thing is alive, and then something eats it and turns it into poop, and then that goes right back to grass. It just kind of grass guy, you know?
Yeah.
And
I'm
poop
just
is-
saying that if I was
so-
a lionist and I'm at the zoo, I would
Yeah.
have so many chances to see people cooking and eating food that they would look at like the raw shit they're eating and go, huh,
a lot of
Can I-
cooking happening at the zoo that I'm not aware of.
yeah, man, people gotta eat.
People got to eat.
But from the lion exhibit,
That's the whole appeal of the aquarium.
is you get to see people cooking.
No, it's just
get
you go to
pick
the
the
aquarium and you
ones
go,
that
man, I want to eat some
That's
fish.
not
I ate
That's
that.
not how hey, I would love to keep reading.
Oh,
this
yeah, right.
question.
This one.
Oh, yeah, make it past the first sentence if you insist. This comes with unlimited free zoo access during opening hours. Additionally, my girlfriend and I love jogging together. The city I live in does not have many good parks for jogging, but the zoo has a lot of open green spaces and pedestrianized paths. You know I read these.
Yes.
When you write them, you know I read them out loud. Don't do things like that.
Drop little caltrips for you along the way.
Pedestrianized. Yeah, thank you.
Hey, I'm just saying, question Oscar, that makes it sound like they didn't begin as paths for pedestrians, but pedestrians have taken them over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I have seen
Nature's
nobody jog at the zoo ever, but people do come in to walk with their dogs. How can I start jogging at the zoo without alerting the zoo security and losing my job? Because from Titanin to the Deer Park in Berlin.
That must be a weird fucking experience for a dog. To go and walk
To go to
around
the
the zoo?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Where the dog's
yeah,
like,
absolutely.
I have a hard time with squirrels. What the
Yeah.
fuck is that?
It would be like if you took me on a trip to Monster Jail, and
Yeah.
it was like humans, sort of, but they were 12 feet tall with like claws and crazy shit.
Yeah.
I was like, cool. They look alarmingly like me. Cool.
So you're saying stay small? Stay
I
small,
guess
stay
so.
nice? I guess.
I feel like the zoo's one of those places you cannot run. like a poolside or a courthouse, or there's not a lot of places, but I feel like zoo is one of those places because if I see someone running at the zoo, I'm also going to start running at the zoo.
Yes, so
because
right.
the gorilla's gone out.
I 100% agree with you. I feel like running at the zoo is like yelling fire in a crowded theater.
Yeah.
There is an assumption if you're running at the zoo. Now, I think I also have an assumption that even if you weren't being chased, by running at the zoo and running past the large animals there, I feel like you were running the risk of triggering some sort of biological.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
normally they wouldn't, but they're like, something in their brains like, gotta kill it.
Yeah,
gotta do it. Go.
I think that there is a level of animation one could achieve to like a hyper jogging animation one might see in a cartoon where people will be like, that's jogging. Right, where there's no panic.
If you have a sweatband, okay, good point.
And you're like
sweatband,
fully
short shorts,
Sweatband, short shorts.
Yeah, ankle weights, wrist weights.
That's why the Heinz Mall printed out those T-shirts and said like, I'm not insane. I paid to be a mall walker, which maybe that makes me insane.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You gotta pay?
Yeah, man, because you get in early. You can go in before. Like that's how some people got. Would get early in line for consoles. They would pay to be a mall walker, and they would go walk up to the Babbages and stand outside of it, and then go get a console.
That's a very generational indication that of an age where someone would be worried that the mall might be too crowded to walk around in during business hours.
Fair point.
Yeah, or maybe they just don't want a bunch of fucking jabronis with Forever 21 bags slowing down their critical path, right? You can't draft behind somebody with a bunch of bags from Spencer Gifts. You know what I mean? They're going to blow your line.
There. Yeah.
No one has jogged at the zoo ever. People do come in with their dogs. Can you get a dog and jog with the dog?
Oh, a big Marmaduke type, and it looks like he's walking you. I can't help but jog.
Funny.
You are living in a fool's paradise if you think that a dog is going to run past huge animals. No way. No way. He's going to stop and bark at them. He's going to at least smell them.
The takeaway I'm having from this question is people can bring dogs into zoos.
Yeah.
And I'm having a really hard time getting past that point.
Yeah, what if you lose it and the zookeeper's like, well,
ours now.
You're an animal. You know what I mean?
Guess what? It's
with
zoo
the other
now.
dogs. Yeah, you're part of the zoo.
I was wondering the other day if my dog would bark at a dinosaur or not.
Why were you wondering about that?
I think I was watching a trailer for Jurassic World, and it got me thinking about in Jurassic World, the first one. Bryce Dallas Howard talks about no one comes to the zoo to the dinosaur zoo anymore because people are bored of seeing dinosaurs, so they're going to make bigger, scarier dinosaurs. And I said, no one wants bigger, scarier dinosaurs. They want littler dinosaurs that they can keep at home. And
I remember your thesis.
Yeah, and then I thought if I had like a 10-foot tall dinosaur in my backyard. Yeah. Would my dogs get along with it or lose their shit at it?
Your imagination is so fantastic.
Thank you.
And fantastical. And I find myself every day thinking how jealous I am to be able to think of things like, what if there was a 10-foot dinosaur in my backyard? I never think about shit
Not
like
what
that.
if there was a 10-foot dinosaur in my backyard. How would my dogs react to a 10-foot dinosaur in my backyard?
That's even a step beyond. Like, first of all, I would have to imagine that I had dogs, was the type of person who liked being around dogs for extended periods of time and wanted to own a dog, and then the dinosaur thing, and then what if they met? That's 5 steps that I just couldn't.
Lily would get along great. Buttercup would not care for it.
Buttercup would fucking definitely not.
I think part of the issue is you don't see running at places. I think if you run at places where people are supposed to stop and look at stuff, I think it kind of screams privilege. You know, it kind of says it would be like if you're at the museum and you're running at the museum and you're like, there's a painting, there's another painting, there's another painting. It's like, yeah, you're just blowing past them. You're not stopping to enjoy the paintings. If you run past a dolphin and the dolphin's like, look at me, I can think, and I have a hole that shoots air, and you're just like, bzz, don't care. The dolphin might be like, well, other people used to care. You know what I mean? When they made the Flipper show and stuff. People used to love dolphins.
You're worried about hurting the animal's feelings.
Well, it's not just that. It's like if you stop to look at a dolphin, right? You're like, shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
every time. Yeah.
This thing's cool. It's like zipping through the water. It feels so free.
Okay, but
and then some guy is like, on your left, and you're I guess you feel like. I guess I'm kind of an idiot for looking at these stupid dolphins so long. I guess they are kind of boring. That guy just didn't even look at them.
Yeah.
I guess I'm the idiot because that guy just ran past and didn't even look at him. I'm wasting my time. Maybe there's better animals that this guy knows about.
Yeah.
And I'm
What's he jogging towards?
And those animals, they only let a few people see them every day. He's gonna.
Right.
I don't want to miss my window.
They get all used up.
But here's the problem, Justin. As a man who does move quickly through museums and such.
Life.
Yeah, life. I find myself when I stop to appreciate, say, a painting or an animal or whatever, the speed at which my brain goes, how long do I need to stand here and appreciate it before I can move on? You know, once you stop, now it's an indefinite amount of time where you're looking
15
at
seconds.
a thing. 15 seconds, and you're like, I get zebras.
Every docent I've talked to said if they see someone looking at a painting for 15 seconds, they think this guy gets it.
More than that, they're casing.
More than that,
joint.
you're just not gonna get it.
If you're an awkward person who's thinking too much about this at a museum, you gotta practice my method. I know we've had a pretty visual episode so far, but the trick is to not let your body ever fully stop moving.
Oh, okay.
So like you walk up and you see the art, and then like your feet slow down, but now your head's moving. Like, you're looking at it, but then when your head stops to look. Oh, now the feet are moving. Oh, now we're crossing over here, right?
That's
and then we're
cool.
kind of looking at, and then we're looking at it from this angle.
Yeah.
And then before you know it, I'm gone.
Justin's doing
I'm
a
gone.
lot of.
I already looked at the art.
Justin's doing a lot of bending at 45-degree angles side to side at the waist.
Then I'm
You
turning
do
to
need
get a
to
better
do
look
that.
at it.
Yeah, you
and then
need
as
to
I'm
do
turning
that.
to get a better look at it, oh, what's that? I'm on to the next art.
It also helps. I find myself in that scenario.
People looking at me, looking at the art, would think he looked at that fucking perfectly.
Good, yeah.
He looked at it the exact right amount. He looked at it from all the right angles. He said the right things. He nodded his head.
When you look at it from the last angle, if you announce, "Oh, okay," then okay. Yeah.
The fucking patented, like, if you get stuck and you're like, I feel like I've been looking at this too long, people are looking at me. If you need it out, I would highly recommend the quick swoop back to look at the plate.
Yeah,
that's a good
breaks
reset.
it.
A little nod. Acrylic. That's what I thought. Yeah.
Scoot your face up like you forgot, like, wait, was it acrylic or what? And then you swoop back into the plate, watercolor. Okay, and then you're like,
then you're out of there. You've
completely
disengaged.
Gone. Completely
And maybe
gone.
remove your glasses and touch your eyeballs in a way it's not clear if you're just like, rubbing his eyes. Or maybe there was a tear. We
It's
don't
good
know.
if you need- the plate's good if you need a reset too, because you could squint at that for a while like you're reading it, and no one's got the patience to watch you do that.
Yeah.
So it's a good reset.
Hey, can I ask you guys a question? Hypothetical? Fun to think about? Fun to talk
Nothing
about?
that I've said has been hypothetical, by the way, or a bit. This is 100%
That's how you do
practical
it.
information. How I navigate the world. Go ahead,
Absolutely.
Griffin.
If you guys got to go in a museum and it was just going to be you in there for like an afternoon, do you think you would have some sort of like powerful experience in there, just given the time and freedom? Do you think you would come out of there after your afternoon of solo art appreciation, some of the great masterworks? Do you think you're coming out of there like, fuck, like, I get it. I
really
now.
get it now. If you've been creeped out by the Mona Lisa, that's different. You know what I mean?
Yes.
If you've been like, if you've ever had the threat, if you've ever had the thought, I think the Mona Lisa is going to Five Nights at Freddy's me.
Yeah.
Then that's really, you've experienced it on a deep level, I think.
Five Nights at Louvries is something powerful indeed.
All the great masterworks come to life.
I think you're talking about Night of the Museum, you guys.
Look at
Oh, okay,
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Thank you.
Travis is right. It is. Yeah, it's basically not a museum in
We're just backing it.
Yeah, you backed it via Five Nights at Freddy's.
Sorry,
you
sorry,
got
Trav.
to.
This was just a 3-point turn. We were just backing in.
We had to stop. We had to stop and do a pit stop at Five Nights at Freddy's to get to
You
Night
drove
of the Museum.
too far. You passed Night of the Museum. You had to pull into Five Nights at Freddy's driveway. And
I'm
they're like,
imagining-
were we having guests? Oh, no, they're going back
I'm-
to Night of the Museum.
I'm envisioning a half-corroded cowboy Owen Wilson, just like his metal jaw hanging open, like doing his bits, being all scary coming out of the vents. What a time,
man.
What a time.
What a man. What a movie. I think we're ready for one more grown-up, gritty one before we call it
Nightmare
quits
at
on
the
night.
Museum.
Nightmare at the Museum.
Could be something. Could be it.
Wow, we've been talking
No
so
kidding,
long, guys.
dude. Yeah, dude.
You know what the problem is? I just love talking.
I love talking to you guys.
I just love talking to you guys.
But you know what I really love talking to you guys about most?
Products.
Making
and
Conversations that
Yeah.
net us income.
Absolutely.
Not even close. Let's go.
It's better with you.
All right, guys, I'm looking at the copy here for Squarespace. It says they want us to do like a teen-focused, kind of hipper version, something that's really going to appeal to the youth. So, Justin,
I got it.
Yeah. Oh, Griffin, you got it? Okay.
Yeah, I can handle that for sure. That's easy. This podcast is sponsored by Squarespace. We should say that, just to cover ourselves legally. Listen, if you own a business or are some sort of independent contractor, artist, creator of some sort, and you need an online platform where you can offer your services and get paid all in one place and get paid on time with professional on-brand invoices and online payment systems and streamline your workflow with built-in appointment scheduling and email marketing tools, if this is a thing that you need in your life because you're a creative with no idea how this side of the world works, Squarespace can help you out. And I'm going to get to the teen stuff here in just a little bit.
Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt. Well, I did want to interrupt,
Yes.
but I
No, for
was
sure.
noticing a lack of anything that would appeal to the youth demographic.
No, but they're patient. So teens, I promise I'm going to get you in the end. So Squarespace is amazing. We've all used it. I mean, the three of I don't know if everyone listening has used it, but the three of us have used it a bunch of times. I've made a couple websites with it. Couldn't be easier. They look great. They have amazing templates, great support, everything that you need. And again, like a lot of great tools for helping you run a little business, if that's what your calling is. Head to squarespace.com/mybrother for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use offer code MyBrother to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Got a #1 victory royale. Yeah, Fortnite, we back. #1 on the board right now, just with the Tomato Town.
Okay, yeah, that worked. It was a lot of it condensed right there at the end, but Squarespace is loving it. Justin,
I punched my office chair like 4 times while flossing just then, and it hurt.
Yeah.
It's really bad. I think I heard it.
You gotta
Justin,
pay the cost to be
Stamps.com
the boss.
actually is looking for the same thing, but they specifically said they wanted you to do it because they think you're the most in touch with the youth demographic.
That's so fucking
You
crazy.
can't trick me. I'm your older brother. Nice fucking try.
No, it says right here.
Listen,
Ask
last
Justin.
time I went to the post office gentleman looked at me and he said, and he gave me a crate of packages that he'd been saving from my post office box there at the
Post office?
post office, because I don't go in frequently enough. And he said to me, I thought you were turning over a new leaf.
Wow.
Because I told him that I was going to turn over a new leaf and come in more frequently to collect the winnings from my post office, that all you kind people send all your cereals and what have you to P.O. Box 54, Huntington, West Virginia, 25706. Don't send any more Kraft mac and cheese. We're good. Thank you. But I can't turn over a new leaf because I'm too busy at home printing off all my postage, because I don't need to go to the post office as much anymore, because Stamps.com makes it so easy to do at home.
Right,
I got a scale.
teens?
I put the thing on the scale.
Nope.
They print the postage, and they do it for a lot cheaper than the guys at the place.
It's actually in the ad copy. They say be proud of that fact. Like say that, but you don't have
proud
to
of
do
that.
this
Don't
for it.
waste time
Teens
worrying
love
about
fiscal responsibility. It's kind of their main thing. So
Travis,
if
you
get
got
that-
it. You're stepping all over it. He's gonna get to the teen stuff.
Oh, okay.
Don't waste time worrying about being a postage expert or standing in line to drop off letters and packages. Let Stamps.com do what they do best so you can do what you do better, vape. Go to
There
Stamps.com
it is.
and use code MyBrother to sign up for a special offer. No contract, cancel anytime. That's Stamps.com, code MyBrother. It will make things easier for you.
Stamps.com does not endorse vaping of any kind.
It's not a vaping business. But
no,
it's not
but it is
vaping
for real
hustle.
vapors only.
Yes, but it's not. It's not.
It's not. Wink.
Do you want to travel this summer but don't have the time?
Want to learn all about state mottos and history without summer school?
Or maybe you just love urban legends and Latin?
Well, my friends, there's one podcast that ties it all together and celebrates the American states many call home, E Pluribus motto.
Every episode, we showcase a different state or commonwealth or district or territory and celebrate its official motto and the absurdity of all its local life.
We'll go across the country with stops at Oregon, New Mexico, Pennsylvania, and so many more. Join us, won't you, to take in the sights and sounds.
New episodes of E Pluribus Motto every other week on Maximum Fun.
What's more action-packed than prestige television?
With more continuity than comic books?
And more reality than reality television?
It's professional wrestling! And to better understand wrestling is the ultimate form of entertainment. You need the Tights and Fights podcast.
This is the perfect wrestling show with a lot of love, a lack of toxic masculinity,
and just the right amount of butts, cats, and spandex.
Listen to Tights and Fights every Saturday on Maximum Fun.
I want to munch.
Squad.
I want to munch.
Squad. I love mixing in some new electronic instrumentation in there.
Yeah.
It's very, very modern rock. Very
well. I have to change with the times, or else what am I doing over here, man? So you guys you want to talk about Sydney Sweeney? Do you want to talk about Sydney Sweeney?
Every time that she has, I feel like, come up in our sort of area, it has been for a product that is being sold that maybe features something she touched or looked at. Or
yes.
I think it would be exciting, though, to be the first 3 straight white men with an opinion on Sydney Sweeney. That would be exciting. It would be very groundbreaking, I think.
No, this is not about Sydney Sweeney selling her bathwater, although, I mean, good honor if I could get away with it. 100%.
Sure.
No question.
No one wants my yucky stuff.
Not even.
Environmentally friendly, if you think about it. Reduce, reuse, recycle.
Yeah.
Cool.
So Sydney Sweeney didn't sell her bathwater. That's great. But that's not what we're here to talk about today, guys, because we're here to talk about, I don't know if Sydney Sweeney really loves taking baths or not. And I don't actually know if it makes her feel happy deep down in her heart to sell her bathwater to a bunch of people in soap. I don't know. But I do know that she loves Baskin Robbins so fucking much she can't even handle it sometimes.
Yeah.
Really?
How do I know? Because Baskin Robbins is bringing serious star power to your ice cream outings this summer with the launch of the Sweet on Sydney menu, a limited time offering co-created with longtime Baskin Robbins fan and actress. She always demands those credits be listed in those orders.
In that exact order.
Yeah, Sydney Sweeney.
I'm a double threat.
I think in IMDb, at the very top, it does say Baskin Robbins and crazy enthusiast.
Available starting July 1st, the Sweet on Sydney menu celebrates Sydney's signature sweet tooth and love of Baskin Robbins with 2 colorful creations perfect for a refreshing summer snack. Now, I do enjoy, I just want to show you guys, just to give you guys a little bit of.
I mean, Baskin Robbins usually comes correct.
I've been chasing the high of the Baskin Robbins little clown sundae cup for kids where the cone is the hat and they put the frosting on the
You
thing.
can't go home again, man.
No,
it's not going to hit the same way.
They do those, they call them creature creations.
But it's not the same now because I'm a grown up and I think about everything and there's so much adult context to eating it now.
Yeah.
The joy of getting that when you're a child can't be replaced.
Can't be beaten. Are you trying to show us multimedia?
No, I'm trying to get you guys to shut up so I can tell you.
You have a look on your face sometimes, Juice, when it looks like you're trying to get something to load or screen share, and I thought I clocked that on your face. I apologize. I was mistaken.
No, that's okay. It's fine. No, I was going to show you this video, but it's like...
so I was right. And you made me feel bad about it anyway.
Okay, let's not do this. No one wants this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We don't need to do this.
I love talking to you guys.
Yeah, it's still fun. No,
Said with such personal emphasis.
What I would say is,
oneself.
Officially, for the record, I would do it if I didn't have to.
Yeah, that's a really good bottom line for us to take on. Yeah,
I would talk.
There's a lot of shit I do that I definitely would not do if not, fully obligated to do it.
I just wanted to. I have these 2 different pictures. I'm trying to get the video to for you guys. I just feel like it's that there is an exact Sydney Sweeney selling stuff to you pose that Sydney Sweeney has nailed, and just comparing these images, there's an exact look on the face that says, "Hey, buy this from me, Sydney Sweeney."
I'm not looking at you. There's something up and to the right that is pretty
there's
cool.
something up and to the right over here that's the taller you that you could be if you buy this thing
I'm
from
excited to see a picture of this person. I don't have any context for who they are. They're very low profile, but I hear their name whispered sometimes.
Yeah,
in kind of like
get ready
because
they've got a menu that you're about to enjoy.
Cool.
Oh.
Is that Sydney Sweeney? Oh, yeah, it is. She really loves our rainbow sherbet. She comes here all the time. Wait, seriously?
Is Sydney Sweeney posing outside about
your scoop is ready.
talking about how honey she is for ice cream, and she's sneaking in at night and eating the ice cream when they ask her not to?
That's so cool. Yeah. It can be.
Summer's looking sweet at Baskin Robbins.
Try my new Sweet on Sydney menu, available at Baskin Robbins nationwide for a limited time.
Okay.
So that's her favorite.
There is an underlying horror to that
genuine
commercial.
The
way
thing I've ever seen.
that the Baskin Robbins employee
Megan
says
2.0
it
could never.
can be implies that there is a deep fear behind his eyes that he is afraid
He's
to
terrified of
voice.
Sydney Sweeney.
Yes. That when he opens the store in the middle of the night, Sydney Sweeney's there stealing ice cream.
Waiting.
And she's like, what? And he's too afraid to say anything.
Hey, what? This is like, I don't know Sydney Sweeney personally, and I would never like impugn her character because I don't know her as a person.
No.
But I do think we need to allow for the possibility that if you are close to Sydney Sweeney, you suddenly gain access to an horrible truth about the universe and the nature of yourself or something truly terrifying that you can't communicate to anybody else.
That is what the commercial seems to suggest. I hope one day I am famous in a particular way where a brand will come to me and say, we got a whole campaign we want to do, and the whole thing with the campaign is that you're a fucking sicko freak for our shit.
Yeah.
And I want to partner up with Taco Bell and have there be a commercial where like I keep coming in to use the Taco Bell bathroom and eventually the guy at Taco Bell is like, sir, you can't keep coming in here just to use the bathroom. Is that Griffin McElroy? Yeah, he's a.
But I'm beloved actor Griffin.
Yeah, and I'm kind of acting like a weird android who's horny for the Taco Bell bathroom.
Hollywood blockbuster star Griffin McElroy. He says he can only shit in our Taco Bell bathroom.
I want both of you guys. Okay, I want to give you the lead up paragraph, and then after that, I want both of you guys to give me the Sydney Sweeney pull quote about this partnership. I want you guys to give me what you think.
I imagine every pull quote's going to be like,
give me that cold creamy stuff.
Okay, so this
you
is
can
out
change
of
the
cafe.
locks as much as you want. You're not fucking keeping me out.
The quote, I will tell you for consistency's sake, the quote is out of cafe.
I'm Sydney Sweeney Todd, bitch. I'll get in there and mess you up.
The quote is out of cafe. It is Sydney Sweeney, the entrepreneur, and not Sydney Sweeney, the freak for Baskin Robbins, okay? At the heart of the new menu is Sydney's signature scoop, which features rainbow sherbet in a chocolate-dipped waffle cone with rainbow sprinkles and topped with gummy bear minis. I will just say this.
Oh, man.
Chocolate plus rainbow sherbet's disgusting.
That's fucked up.
That's disgusting. Sydney.
Also, as someone who did work at the country's best yogurt for a couple summers,
thank you.
Please listen to me, and please know that I'm speaking the truth. You can't put gummy anythings on ice cream. It turns them into a truly unpleasant tooth texture experience.
Yes. Joining the scoop is a new refreshing beverage, Sydney's signature fizz, which blends rainbow sherbet with starry lemon lime soda and is topped with gummy bear minis.
No,
that's
why
good
are there
choking hazard.
Yeah, why would you put?
Thank you, Sydney. You choked me to death. I love Euphoria. I'm also dead. This summery sip will be available to a lucky few in exclusive limited time color changing.
Oh, I wanted it to be in exchange
for
something. In exchange
for their firstborn child. Okay.
I mean,
Now,
we did do it at TCB. We did. I just want to get out there and say sorbet fizz while I was still working there as Sprite.
A Kevin sorbet fizz. But at the time, we didn't know that much about Kevin sorbet.
He hadn't gone sour yet.
Okay.
So now he's Kevin
what's
Sour.
My quote? Give me my quote. Griffin first. What's the quote from Sydney Sweeney?
I can't start. My summer hasn't officially started until I've chomped down on.
Oh, now you know she didn't say chomp down. Send jokes.
My summer can't start without Baskin Robbins there, without sherbet from Baskin Robbins and these gummy bears on them.
Okay,
something along those lines.
I think something like, as a longtime Baskin Robbins fan, I'm so excited to be able to get to partner with them and bring this fantastical summer flavor to life.
Yeah. Definitely not going to go a single clause without establishing that she is a freak for this Baskin
We have
Robbins.
been doing this bit too long officially. Baskin Robbins has been part of my life for as long as I can remember.
Bazinga.
It's where a lot of great memories were made, and I still find myself going back pretty often, said Sweeney. Rainbow Sherbet has always been a favorite, so getting to see it featured like this really feels special.
Awesome.
Listen, I don't want to hate on Rainbow Sherbet, but it kind of feels like it's
vulgar.
Every other flavor has already been paired with a celebrity, and they're like, we've got Rainbow Sherbet left, Sydney.
Who's going to
do it? If you mix it with gummy bears, maybe you can call it your thing. The only thing worse is Wild and Reckless. My kids love that one, and I think it's disgusting.
What is it?
We're always looking to give our Baskin Robbins guests their favorite flavors in new and exciting ways, says Nicole Boutwell, who works there. Sydney's love for Baskin Robbins runs deep. We're so excited to put her signature scoop on the menu alongside a new, refreshing way to enjoy it in a fizz. This bold and fun duo is sure to be a go-to order this summer.
It's just, there's lots of ways that companies work with celebrities in a fictional manner. Sometimes it's fun, like they're the new president of Flavor Blasting or something, and then they're at the Super Bowl like, what's up, it's me, Tom Bodette, I have a new job. Probably wouldn't be him. It'd be like Julia Louis-Dreyfus. I'm in charge of Flavor Blasting now. I'm the president. Some sort of fictional sort of role. But then sometimes they are just like, say this person likes it. Doesn't that mean something to you?
Huh?
Come get it. They like it.
I would like to see one of these, be it a Tim Biebs or a Ryan Reynolds, whatever his thing was, or Sydney Sweeney's scoop. If they just came out and said, and Baskin Robbins said, I would get $1 for everyone sold. So please go buy them. I have expensive tastes, and I really
should have to. If we have to say in a YouTube video, we're playing, we got these Ryan's World toys directly from Ryan's World. If we have to legally say that to remain FCC compliant, I do think it would be dope if Ryan Reynolds had to be like, and also, I get $1 every time you guys do this.
Every time you sign up, I get a little bit.
I get $1. I like this. I like sherbet ice cream. The commercial ends with Sydney Sweeney barreling the camera. I like this ice cream.
I like this ice cream, and there's nothing you can do about it.
But I think it is cool that more people are going to eat it. I'm doing this because they said they would give me $1 for every one of these cones they sell.
So before we go, I do just want to share this because I thought it was delightful. Unrelated. Christophe Poirier is the chief new concept officer for a restaurant spinoff.
Okay,
I'm not going to show you the restaurant spinoff yet. We'll show that at the end. And this is his quote about the new spinoff.
I didn't know you could spin off restaurants.
Sure you did.
Okay.
I've told you lots of times.
I don't
like
listen.
McCosmic, the drinks only McDonald's. Remember drinks only McDonald's?
That felt like a
Remember the robot Taco Bell that was only run by robots?
Okay, yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
A lot of customers right now are chasing culture. They're not necessarily focusing on, I want to have a boneless chicken product.
That's true.
Nobody wants that. They just want not even an experience, a vibe. Mm-hmm. And it's funny because a lot of brands are focusing on the experience. I think experience is a little bit basic.
Sure.
I have 5 Gen Zs at home. I'm the happy father of a blended family. None of my kids said, hey, Dad, today I'm really looking forward to a great experience.
Fuck yeah, man. This is the best press release ever. Is this still a press release?
No, this is part of a story about this launch.
Can I just say, if you say to one human being or a group of human beings. My children looked at me today and said, "I'm not looking forward to a great experience." That feels like
they didn't say that. The kids
they didn't say
that. Okay, sorry. We do need to be clear here.
Yes,
this is not a situation where the kids told their dad, "I'm not looking forward to a great experience." This is a situation where the kids did not say to their dad that they want a great experience. Those are two completely different scenarios.
None of my kids, because this guy's the dad of a happy blended family of five Gen Zs. And none of my kids said, "Hey, Dad, today I'm really looking forward to the great experience." No, they're looking for the vibe.
Yes.
This is what they're
What does he think vibe
What they're
means?
looking forward to with brands. It's something that reflects their personalities and not just fits their appetite. They love individuality, strong flavors, and a shareable experience.
Wait.
Oh, yeah.
Wait.
No, Travis, he's got to take some baby steps back to boneless chicken wings.
And a shareable experience.
But not a great experience.
But I would say the success is all about the vibe and just the magnetic attraction of the brand.
Yes.
You know?
Finally, someone who gets me.
You get it. So here it is.
Oh!
Shit, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, dude. This is Saucy by KFC. This is Saucy by KFC.
The exclamation point at the end of Saucy is very distracting from some kind of accent placed between the U and the C that looks like a frowny face.
It's a diphthong.
Okay,
It's an
listen.
umlaut.
I want to tell you
Saucy.
guys, I'm just going to hit you guys with more Christophe Poirier info about Saucy, because it's in Orlando. It's pink instead of red. Our restaurant does not look like a shoebox. There's a lot of windows.
Yeah,
Okay?
dude. Fucking, this guy's really, really got my number.
It will allow us to unlock marketing synergies through geographic proximity.
Okay.
I'm imagining him hovering over like a shattered chunk of the earth that has raised out beneath him as he channels these powers through.
A geyser of sauce raising up the chunk.
You ready for this? I like disruption, Poirier says. And what is the meaning of disruption? You take conventions and you take... No, sorry, wait. This is Adam Driver from Megalopolis. Is actually
This is Sephiroth.
What is the meaning of disruption? You take conventions and you turn convention upside down.
Wow.
Right now in the world, many brands are focusing on chicken tenders. So the world does not need another one focusing on chicken tenders because you're in the crowd.
Yes.
I believe in disruption, which means what if the side is the core and the core is the side?
Wait.
When people are focusing on tenders, I truly believe the core is the sauce. And then tenders and fries are becoming the side, and then it opens up to a new blue ocean of opportunities. Gen Z, they love to explore. They love random things. Our 11 sauces, it's very often that I see customers taking fries and mixing in one sauce in another, making their own cocktails. It's really what people want. That is 100% uninterrupted the quote from this person, that whoever he has spoken to in this has not even given the dignity of a Poirier explained excitedly.
Yeah.
There is
eyes
no
wide and wild.
Guys, this, they have let this man absolutely go off.
Yeah.
Talking about Saucy by KFC.
No interrupt. No, Poirier shrieked emphatically,
waving his hands dramatically in a way that I felt I was about to be struck, not out of anger, but merely out of gesticulatory excitement.
As a beam of light pierced his chest through the ground into the heavens.
Right now,
I got excited.
Price points are everywhere. But the true definition of value is what you get for what you pay. And I truly believe that value should not be at the expense of the buyer. Poirier says, Chiquito is a nickname to say cute and little in Spanish.
Yes.
And when you move it to chick and saucy chick, we like to play on words. And we like to play on names. This is because saucy for me is really an attitude.
God
so
damn.
even a name, we could have called it a chicken taco or a chicken wrap. But the moment you call it a saucy Chiquito, there is a vibe.
Don't you see? Don't you see?
Don't you see it?
You're blind.
It's an omni-channel brand. The best way to attract bees and butterflies is not to try and catch them. Cultivate a beautiful garden with beautiful flowers, and bees and butterflies will come. We definitely want to double down or triple down on the success that we have in Orlando. If anyone ever says we want to double down on the success we've had in Orlando, send them to prison.
Yeah.
So we will definitely come up with new openings very soon. He added, as he cackled into the night.
Flying off on his flying chicken wing.
Oh, Christophe Fourier, what a treat. Look for Saucy. We're going to be...
Dude, I'm kind of down. Some of those picks looked all right, and I do like Sauce quite a bit. I just wish that it wasn't being run by fucking Kefka. That would be ideal for me.
Well, you can't always get what you want.
True.
I'm going to disrupt the chicken tenders game and turn it completely around with fish brittles.
Fish brittles?
Yeah. You've
What's
had
that?
chicken tenders. These are fish brittles.
Okay. What form do those take?
They're just kind of thin, and when you try to bite into them, it just shatters.
Kind of like sticks?
More like thin sheets that can also be used to write on, or panes of glass.
Like nori.
Yeah.
like finally
But
seaweed gets real, and it's made out of fish.
Imagine peanut brittle, but made out of fish and clear.
That sounds
And clear.
good, dude.
How do you make it clear?
Dude, I can't give it all away.
No one
Yeah.
expected it to be clear.
It's clear.
No one wanted it to be clear, Travis. Your market research has misled you.
Yeah, it also blocks radiation.
Yeah. Teens love vibes and clear food you can see through.
Yeah.
They eat their glass burgers. They love this stuff.
Well, we started it as a way to replace plexiglass.
Yes.
And then somebody took a bite out of it. Jimmy was messing around, took a bite out of it, and said, "This tastes like fish." And I said, "That's weird because no fish was used in the making of it. It was all chemicals." And he said, "I think we could sell it." And I said, "Okay."
Yeah. So this week we're going to be in Anaheim and Sacramento doing some live shows. We're going to be doing Dadlands, our Adventure Zone original IP, GM by Brennan Lee Mulligan, and MBMBaM in Anaheim, and then we're going to be doing MBMBaM in Sacramento. If you're coming to either of those MBMBaMs and you have a question or a fear you want read aloud, go ahead and email that to MBMBaM. That's MBMBaM at MaximumFun.org and put your city in the subject line.
They're going to kick ass.
They're going to kick ass. They're going to be kick-ass shows. But if you don't live in California, we got other shows that we're doing all over this country of ours. Atlanta, we're coming to Texas, we're coming to Salt Lake City, we're going all over. And
why is it okay if they don't come to the California ones to hang their heads and come to these other ones?
Yeah,
why
come to all of them. Like you would follow the Grateful
You know
Dead,
what I mean?
man.
Like, why are they picking and choosing? I am going to be at them all.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. Yeah, fair point. So Dad's also going to be doing D&D in a castle November 3rd to the 7th.
Why do we keep promoting that? That doesn't benefit me at all.
Well,
that doesn't help me whatsoever. Stop saying that.
It makes Dad happy.
You can find ticket links and everything.
So does Doc Savage books, and they cost $3 at the store. You know what I mean?
bit.ly/McElroy Tours is where you can go to get all that information.
We also have a bunch of new merch as it's a new month. So check out the Why Not a Wizard pin, the Fuck Off King, both designed by Evan Cruz, who is What's Their Face on Instagram. That's What's with a Z. 10% of all merch proceeds this month will be donated to the Immigrant Defenders Law Center. So go check that out, McElroymerch.com.
Thank you to Montaigne for the use of our theme song, My Life is Better With You. It's a great track. You know what else is a great track? All of the songs on Montaigne's newest album, It's Hard to Be a Fish, that just came out. If you're looking for some new music to listen to and you have not checked out this album, you should do it because it's so fun and good and cool and original, and I can't stop pumping it. Thank you, Montaigne.
Thank you, Montaigne.
May I share a fear with you guys?
Sure.
Please. Yeah, then we'll get back to the podcast.
Okay, thank you.
I think we'll stop when we do this.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah, okay.
It's part of the show. I got it.
This year, I will be faster than my fear that I'll spontaneously be asked to sing the Star-Spangled Banner for an audience and forget all of the lyrics.
It's relatable. My name is Justin McElroy.
I'm Travis McElroy.
I'm Griffin McElroy.
It's been my brother, me. Kiss your dad square on the lips.
It's better with two. My life.
Maximum Fun,
a worker-owned network
of artist-owned shows.
Supported directly by you.